Hi, I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my Theory Tuition series where I'm working with you step by step through the ABRSM Theory Grades. There are loads of resources available to help you if you go to my website. If you visit sharonbill.com, you'll find some free PDF information sheets. You can download those in US letter or A4 and they accompany each step of this series. You'll also find a page with links to all of my YouTube video tutorials, and you can access information about the books that I have available. I've written an exam technique guide, how to take your ABRSM Music Theory Exam. It's full of tips and techniques for how to best prepare for your exam, and also how to make the best use of your time when you're actually working through your paper on exam day. So if you go to sharonbill.com, you'll find it's all there. If you can give me a like, that'd be really fab, and subscribe to my channel to keep updated. There's lots more in the pipeline. And so now we're going to press on and continue and finish the paper B of the grade 4 2017 practice papers. So if you turn with me to page 11, and we're going to have a look at question 5. So then we'll have a look at question 5. So here we need to rewrite notes in the alto clef into different clefs, and swapping clefs, going from alto or treble to bass each time. I think here, yes, that's what it said. Sorry, I was glancing at the next question too. So we just need to change clef, but be careful that we keep the same pitch. So the tip here is to keep middle C as your anchor point and work it from there. So if you want to look at this first one with me, or if you want to just crack on and have a go on your own, that's up to you. So here, there's middle C, and we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away from middle C. So here's middle C in the bass clef. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a lot of ledger lines. You can see why we need to change clef as things get higher. So then we're on C, D, E, F, G, A. C, D, E, F, G, A. That's correct. So if you haven't done so already, have a go at the rest of these and then we'll work through them together. So now here's middle C. We're counting that note. 1, 2, 3, 4 down from middle C. 1, 2, 3, 4 down from middle C, and then we'll sharpen it. C, B, A, G, sharp, G sharp. Here we are just 1, 2, 3 above middle C. So 1, 2, 3 above middle C. That's C, D, E flat, C, D, E flat. There we go. And so now we're going from treble to alto clef. So we still use the same principle of keeping middle C as our anchor point, and that way we won't end up writing the wrong octave. So here we are exactly 1 octave above middle C, and then we've sharpened it. So counting from here, 1, that's middle C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is the ledger line, and then above that gives us the C, and we'll sharpen it. So here we are 1 note below middle C. So here's middle C, 1 note below it gives us the B, and that's that soon completed. Let's move on. So if you turn with me to page 12, we'll look at question 6. And so question 6 asks us to add correct rest or rests. That's the important point there at the places marked with the star and the 2 melodies. There's 2 separate melodies, so watch out, there are 2 different time signatures, and that will reflect on how we complete the bar and also how we organise the rests. Because if you remember, every new beat needs a new rest, and we need to show that just as you would if you were beaming or grouping the notes. So here we've got 2 crotchet beats in a bar, and so we need to reflect what that where each new beat starts. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters of a beat that make a whole. We've got 1 1/2, 2, that makes 2 quarters now altogether, because we've got a quarter there and then half of that is an eighth. There's another eighth, so there we get 2/4. There's another quarter, so far we've got 3/4 of a beat, so we just need a 1/4 of a beat rest. There's our semi-quaver or 16th note rest. Now this bar is almost entirely empty bar this 1/4 of a beat here, and we need to show 2 crotchet beats in a bar. So we need to show a beat here, and we need to show a full beat here. We need to show those 2 beats. So let's consider this incomplete beat here first of all. So we've got a beat which is worth a 1/4 here, so we need 3/4 of a beat here, which will be a half, and the dot gives us another 1/4. So that will now complete that unit of a crotchet or quarter note, and then we just need 1 more beat there. Now here in this next one, we are in compound time. We're in groups of 3, so we are counting 12 quaver beats in a bar, but if you remember that's compound time and it's quadruple, we need 4 groups of 3. Now here we've got 1 group, 2 groups, so we've got 2 groups left. You would be excused for thinking that you'd need to do that. However, to get that absolutely full marks, you would then remember that we can just divide the bar into halves, and so we could have a dotted minim rest there to show. We couldn't do that in any other place other than the first half or the second half. We can't have that bridging over the middle of the bar. However, we can have it when it's the second half of the bar. Let's have a look here. So we've got 1, 2, 3. There's 1 group of 3. 1, 2, 3. There's another group of 3. So here we're going to have a full group of 3 missing, and then we need to complete this group. So let's complete this group first of all. So 1, 2, 3 gives us that, and then 1, 2, 3. We can see there's our 4 groups of 3 quavers. 4 groups. So that it would be incorrect to have done a 2-beat note and then a half for the dot. That would be incorrect there. We need to show the quadruple nature of that compound time signature. There we go, that's that completed. And so now we're on to my favourite bit, the harmony question. So we need to name each of the chords. They've told us helpfully that we're in the key of C minor. So if we just map out the options, because we're looking for chords 1, 4 and 5. 1 is based on the first note of the scale. We're in C minor, so that's C, that's our tonic. C, D, E, F, that's our 4. If you find that difficult to do in your head, just count up 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 is G. So they are the root notes of the chords. Now we need to build the triad, the first, the third, the fifth, C, D, E, F, G, F, A, C, G, B, D. If you find that difficult, you can always just go F, A, C, G, B, D. It's always helpful to have a visual aid. So now we know exactly what we're looking for. That's all of the thinking done. Now there is another clue here. Remember, in a minor key, the 7th is raised. So in C minor, B will be raised by that natural sign. So that's another clue that will tell us straight away what chord we're in. So let's look at chord 1. We've got a C, C, E, G. Of course there are flats, but your key signature will take care of that. We can see that that's straight away chord 1. Alternatively, you could describe that as the tonic. Let's look at the next chord. So here's our big clue. We've got a B natural, so we know it's going to be a chord 5, and we can see G, B, D, G. We can see that's a chord 5. So that's enough, or you could say dominant. Might as well just stick to the Roman numerals really. And then here chord 3, F, C, F, A, shows us that we're in chord 4, or the subdominant. And so we're on to the last part of this harmony question. So we need to write the triads that they've asked us to, and we need to also look what key signature it is. So this could be a key either major or minor. They're telling us that they want it to be the minor version. We've got a key signature of F, C, G, D, A. It could be B major, but they've asked us for the minor, and we know that G sharp minor is related to B major. Again, you can see how much of this paper is relating to key signatures and keys and majors and minor relationships. And so if you just always have that written out before you even start, that's really helpful. So G sharp minor, the tonic of that is chord 1. So straight away we know it's going to be G, B, D. The key signature will take care of all the rest of it. And so we know that this is C, C, B, A, G, G, B, and there's the D just next door to the middle C, so we know that's right. So here we have a key signature of 2 flats. It's asked us to do the major key, and so it's going to be B flat major. So chord 1 would be based on B flat. We don't need that one, so we won't bother working out the rest of the triad. So B, C, D, E, F. Chord 5 begins on F, so we know that we want the triad beginning on the F. So we want triad FAC. So we just need to sketch that out now. Oh, that went a bit wobbly. Let's try that again. F, A, C, and stack those on top of each other to make a chord. Keep them together as a harmony. Next one. So again, we need a major key. We've got 3 sharps, and the key which has 3 sharps is A major. We want the subdominant. Now we know that chord 1 will be based on the A, so chord 4, counting up 4 from A, B, C, D, will have a D. Now we need the 1st, 3rd, 5th, D, F, A. So that's what we need to be writing. So good boys deserve D, F, A, and that's the job done. That's that question complete, and that paper is also now complete. I hope that that's been helpful to you. I hope that you've enjoyed working through it. I certainly have. If you could give me a like, that'd be fab, and please do subscribe to my channel to keep updated. Please also do go to sharonbill.com and make use of all of the resources available there to help you. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.